Reality can be a real bummer sometimes, but every now and then, the universe decides to throw us a curveball. From crazy sky messages that seem straight out of a movie to those wild, no way that just happened moments, here's a bunch of unbelievable stuff. Seriously, if we didn't have the videos to prove it, nobody would buy these stories. Cloud or angel? This peculiar sight has been buzzing around the internet for a bit now. During a stunning sunset recording session, someone noticed what appeared to be an odd cloud drifting in the sky. But when they zoomed in, surprise, it wasn't a cloud at all, but what looked like an angel floating there, seemingly wielding a sword made of light. People's reactions were mixed when they saw the footage. Some shrugged it off as nothing special, while others felt it was a divine signal, perhaps a message from above. While the earlier sighting was tough for folks to buy into, this new one from Florida seems a lot more convincing. The wings and the unique body shape of the floating angel are clearly visible this time around. A face in the sky. Could this face in the clouds be as creepy as the killer face monster from the 1999 The Mummy movie? Back in 2011, folks in New Brunswick, Canada caught some footage of a giant cloud formation, sporting a huge face right in the middle. And get this, the way this cloudy face moved kind of mimicked that eerie killer face monster, giving off some seriously spooky vibes. Makes you wonder if this massive cloud face was plotting to take down a plane or something. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Strange light. A comet blowing up, a sign of aliens coming to visit. Russia, no stranger to the weird and wonderful, had another odd event unfold. This time, a car's dashcam caught a burst of cosmic light lighting up the night sky. 1 second, it's all darkness, and the next, there's this brilliant light spreading across the sky, out of nowhere. Then, just as quickly as it appeared, it vanishes, leaving viewers convinced this wasn't just a natural phenomenon.
О! Это чё? Тише! Я это снимаю!
What sets this apart from other nighttime sky explosions is the eerie silence. No sound accompanied the light show, leaving onlookers baffled on that deserted road, trying to piece together what they'd just seen. Floating city. Picture this. You're strolling along and out of nowhere, a lightsaber from a city floating in the clouds bonks you on the head. There's this video of a city up in the clouds that's been doing the rounds on the internet, catching everyone's attention because, well, it's not something you see every day. Some folks watching it wondered if it might be some secret alien metropolis, while others thought it could be an optical illusion called a Fata Morgana. This term, inspired by Morgan the Fairy, refers to magical castles in the sky and might as well be the work of fairy royalty deciding to move their digs closer to humans for a better look at us. The real deal behind this video, still up in the air, with nobody quite sure if it's legit. Praying Man. This might be a nod from the heavens or just a wild fluke. Out on a boat, somewhere off the map, a guy filmed an incredible scene in the sky. Clouds arranged just so, looking like a man in prayer. He mentioned it was late in the day when he spotted it, and it hit him. He'd missed a prayer. The whole thing was so out of the ordinary, it left him at a loss for words, but lucky for us, he got it on camera. Because let's face it, miracles like this aren't an everyday thing. Boy rescued. If you're skeptical about miracles, this footage might just change your mind. In 2011, in a secluded Indian village, locals came across an astonishing scene. After a devastating flood, the missing boy was found standing in the midst of a raging river, as if by magic. It's a mystery how it seemed as if some mystical force was keeping the boy afloat until help could reach him. The villagers sprang into action, hastily constructing a rope bridge, but a sudden surge swept him away. Yet, it appeared fate had other plans, as the boy was eventually saved and brought back to dry land. Two sons in Dubai. What's the real story here? Is it the son's offspring or its younger sibling? A guy chilling in his apartment managed to capture a moment where it looked like two suns were setting at the same time. As the footage spread like wildfire online, everyone had their own take. Some sided with the idea that the dimmer sun was the offspring of our usual sun, while others chalked it up to an optical refraction trick. This phenomenon might just be a live-action version of an ancient Maya myth about dual suns, where the second sun pops up as the morning sun starts to lose its mojo, keeping the day from ending prematurely. Whether this was a slice of divine magic or a trick of the light, it was definitely a mesmerizing sight to see. Buried sheep survived. What initially looked like a devastating loss turned out to be an unexpected blessing. A farmer in Galloway, Scotland, couldn't hold back his tears when he found his sheep alive after being buried under snow for days on end. The footage from April 2013 captures the emotional moment as the sheep wiggle their heads through the snow. They had been trapped in a massive snowdrift for more than 11 days. Considering the snow likely blocked their air supply for much of that time, their survival seems nothing short of miraculous. Man came to life. Ever witnessed a banana-craving ghost? Picture this: a dead man seemingly coming back to life just to snack on a banana during his own funeral service. An elderly gentleman, previously pronounced dead by his family, was laid out on a funeral pyre, moments from being set alight when he suddenly moved his hands. Attendees of the funeral were stunned, labeling it a miracle, while some accused the family of concocting a scheme, prematurely declaring him deceased. It was later found out that the man had suffered a cardiac arrest, leading to blocked veins and significant brain nerve damage, which caused mild paralysis. Rainbow clouds. This was either a slice of divine intervention, or the closest thing we've got to the Asgardian Bifrost from the Marvel Universe making its grand debut. Locals in Haikou, China, were treated to an extraordinary and beautiful phenomenon as rainbow hues enveloped and danced across the clouds, almost like a gateway to another realm. This spectacle unfolded after a short spell of rain, but instead of a traditional rainbow, they witnessed this marvel. Scientists chalk it up to sunlight bending through ice crystals in the atmosphere, yet some felt like they were witnessing a page out of Greek mythology come to life, embodying the goddess Iris descending to Earth with her blessings. Ladder into heaven. It's almost like the firework is yearning for its late grandmother so deeply that it crafts a symbolic stairway to reunite with her in the heavens. What starts off as your typical fireworks display suddenly transforms, sparking a collective gasp as it forms a ladder of flames soaring higher and higher into the sky. This blazing ascent could be seen as a luminous mythical passage to another realm, or simply as the handiwork of Guo Qiang, who aimed to create what he dubs the Sky Ladder on his third try. While it casts a spell of magic, there's a dash of science behind the spectacle, making it all the more fascinating. Ominous cloud. Aliens on their way to visit us? Or perhaps a watchful eye from above scanning the Earth and its inhabitants? A peculiar orange cloud with a hole in the middle was spotted in Bursa, Turkey, leaving onlookers both mesmerized and puzzled. This stunning yet mysterious cloud has sparked a mix of speculation and wonder. Could it be an unidentified flying object from another state, or perhaps a cosmic signal intended for us? Despite the wild theories, scientists suggest it's simply a lenticular cloud, shaped in perfect alignment with the wind currents. What's your take on this phenomenon? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Cloud fall. Perhaps this particular cloud was feeling a tad too grounded, making gravity yank it right out of the sky. Captured in a video from December 2012 by an anonymous observer, there appears to be a cloud that, inexplicably, found its way to the ground in a desert area close to the Jordanian border. The person filming remarked that although the cloud seemed fluffy and light, it was inexplicably as heavy as a rock. Scientists and meteorologists tried to make sense of this bewildering event, but ended up baffled, marking it as a case beyond explanation. While this incident might strike many as a captivating curiosity, it certainly would have raised alarms if it had become a common occurrence with more clouds. Teleported guy. Watching footage of extraordinary events might just challenge our steadfast skepticism. In this particular video, captured by someone driving through town, a boy miraculously avoids getting hit while darting across the street, Not only does he narrowly escape the oncoming car, but how he appears on the scene is also puzzling. The video doesn't clearly show how he got there. Some viewers argue it's clear he ran from the opposite side of the street and that the road's dividing guardrail simply obscured him from view until he was clear of it. Frozen fish. It's like we're playing a round of Simon Says or experiencing a glitch in the Matrix. During a school trip to Ripley's Aquarium in Canada, visitors were baffled to see hundreds of fish in a tank suddenly freeze in place, yet still manage to stay afloat. While some cried foul, calling the video a fake or staged, a closer inspection reveals that some fish were still moving. A well-known marine biologist has pointed out that such freezing behavior in fish is often due to poor water quality, stress, or overcrowding. However, considering the aquarium's strict adherence to quality and space standards, this peculiar phenomenon remains a puzzle. Walking trees. Considering trees typically stay rooted in one spot for their whole lives, this one seemed to have other plans. Back in 2009, while camping on the outskirts of Maryland, a family noticed trees around them mysteriously moving several times, prompting them to look into it. They set up trail cameras around their campsite and captured footage of trees moving towards the back of their cabin before tumbling down. Initially, they thought the trees might be getting chopped down for timber, but that theory was quickly dismissed when no evidence of human activity was found. Spooked by the sight of more trees doing the same, the family decided to cut their camping trip short. Unscathed mosque. For those in search of a prime instance of divine intervention, look no further. In December 2004, an enormous tsunami, set off by a devastating 9.1 magnitude earthquake, obliterated a whole town on Sumatra Island in Indonesia. Remarkably, a mosque stood untouched amidst the ruins, astonishing both the survivors who had sought sanctuary within its walls and the rescue teams. What's even more remarkable is that this wasn't an isolated incident. 26 other mosques were also found to be unscathed. While one might dismiss a single mosque's survival as mere chance, the preservation of multiple mosques suggests something more profound at play. Touched by an angel. The right final touch can have a transformative, and in this instance, life-saving effect. Caught on a security camera in the streets of Adana, Turkey, was an extraordinary event where a seemingly ordinary man, who might as well have been an angel in disguise, alerted a shopkeeper just in time to save his life. This enigmatic figure gently tapped the shopkeeper on the back. As the shopkeeper turned to see who it was, he spotted and narrowly avoided a metal door bar swinging open from a passing truck. Cross in the sky. To some, it might just seem like a quirky series of happenstances, but to others, it's interpreted as a divine message. Back in 2008, folks in Russia were taken aback by the sight of a cross formed by clouds high in the sky. In a similar vein, residents of Lahore, Pakistan, were awestruck to see the word Allah, the Arabic term for God, appearing repeatedly in the sky. It first appeared through a lightning bolt, followed by cloud formations, almost as though a divine being were selecting a typeface. This sparked a lively discussion among believers and non-believers alike, pondering if these were intentional signs from above or merely random occurrences. Man surf his car. This wasn't a scene out of a superhero film, but a genuine disaster unfolding in real life. In 2018, a resident of Ankara, Turkey, found himself trapped in the chaos of a severe flood that engulfed the streets. With the floodwaters forcefully sweeping vehicles away, the man had little choice but to cling to the hood of a car, driven by his survival instincts. When the footage surfaced, experts warned that the stunt was much riskier than it might appear. The outcome for this individual remains unclear, but if you have any updates, please feel free to share them in the comments below. The Hydroy Tuango Dam. A dam can be a massive boon, but its failure can be equally catastrophic. In April 2018, as the Hydroy Tuango Dam was nearing completion, a bout of intense rainfall and a subsequent landslide clogged the river's diversion tunnel, putting overwhelming pressure on the dam until it finally gave way. When the dam broke, the pent-up waters of the Cauca River burst forth, sweeping away everything in its path. Although the floodwaters inundated several villages in the vicinity, it was nothing short of miraculous that no lives were lost. However, the damage to infrastructure was severe, leaving many without homes. Let's talk about the thumbnail. Check out this snap from inside a church. It looks like there's some sort of service going on. Everyone's facing the altar at the front, but take a peek at the back. There's something circled in red that's kinda odd. It's this blurry thing that almost looks like a figure with arms reaching out. It really pops because it's all fuzzy against the sharp-looking church interior and the crowd. Might be our brains playing tricks on us, seeing shapes that aren't really there. Happens all the time. It's called pareidolia. Or someone could have messed with the photo, or maybe it's just a trick of the light or something. Without the scoop on where this pic came from, it's anyone's guess what's actually going on here. What do you think about this picture? Tell us in the comments. Man stranded in flood. This guy is either incredibly courageous or not quite wise, taking on such a feat solo. A video from Chongqing City in China, filmed by an onlooker, captures a man who, for reasons unknown, chose to cross a river in the midst of a severe flood. As he made his way across, the waters grew increasingly wild, leaving him marooned on a rock midstream. Firefighters later came to his rescue, pulling him to safety with a zip line. It might sound foolish, but his goal was to catch fish. Ironically, he nearly ended up being swept away himself in the process. Thanks a ton for watching. If you liked the video, please hit like and share it with your buddies. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell icon so you won't miss out on any of our awesome upcoming videos. A huge thanks once again.